Hi everyone, welcome along, welcome back. Back in the woods again today, back at the usual spot. So last week I started a small survival bushcraft shelter with a stealth element. I'm back here a week later and slight problem. I'm not going to explain it, I'm just going to show you. So this is our shelter spot and as you can see it's a tad on the wet side. It's turned into something of a swimming pool. Yeah, you can see there it's pretty deep. What I need to do is get this drained out. So with every negative there's a positive, and the positive of this, I know exactly the way this is going to fill up with water. I had a suspicion this was going to happen. It's been raining all week. Thought maybe it might have soaked through, but yeah, it hasn't. So what I need to do is get the end of this dug away. It should, if you look here now, it's kind of fallen down that direction. So if I dig a track out here, it should go down the hill and out of my shelter. The plan was to start building the raised bed today, which I definitely would have needed to keep me up out of that water anyway. But first things first, I'm going to get cracking on getting this drained out. Hopefully it won't take too long, and then we can get cracking on the raised bed. Okay, so we got the wee drain dug here. It's starting to drain out a bit. We can look here now to the side. That should provide enough drainage there to catch all that water. There's a slight problem here now that there's a huge f***ing rock here. So we can only get that down so deep. It's not near as deep as I would like it to be, but hopefully it's going to be enough to drain that off, and if it's not I can scoop it out anyway. But it seems to be draining off not so bad there at the minute. An unexpected problem, but that's what's going to happen with these type of things. It's never going to go completely to plan. So that's a drainage problem on the way to being fixed. I'm going to go now and get some sticks for this raised bed and start on the construction of that there. So that's the next job. Let's get to it. Well, that's a few more sticks got anyway. I think I've enough there to get started on this bed, so I want to get cracking with that there. Now the water hasn't quite drained out enough yet, but I might just have to scoop that last bit out. I just can't with that big rock. I can't get the drain level down low enough to let the water run lower than the level of the shelter floor. So I want to get scooping that water out and then get started on the raised bed. So this is about as good as we're going to get it now. We've got this wee pool at the end here, which is down slightly lower than the level of the floor in the shelter. So we're drained off as much as we can go. We'll get some uprights in and get started. Okay, so we have the bed pretty much made. I have it raised up maybe about a foot from the floor of the shelter. I'll just give you a look at it now. It's just two uprights on each side and a stick across and lashed on. It's roughly lashed. I'll put some more strength to those lashes later on, and I might get another log in here. Those sticks I cut earlier were just a bit too light, so I had to go and cut some more, just thicker, heavier logs. But anyway, I have the bed done. As you can see, this is an unbelievable mess now. And I know what the problem is: digging it out and then leaving it for a week when the weather's bad is just a bad idea. I was I'm going to say hopefully this will dry out, but yeah, it could be a while. I may have to scoop some of this stuff out. I don't know. I'm not so sure about the sides of the shelter and the roof. I want it to be stealth and low profile, but at the same time I want a wee bit of headroom and a wee bit of comfort in it. If I just put an A-frame on here now, when I sit up, my head's going to be touching the top. So what I might do, just raise the sides up a bit with some sticks or something like that. Maybe make a small frame, raise it up maybe about a foot. So just give me that, it'll give me that wee bit of extra height and still keep it a wee bit stealth. Obviously it's going to lose some of its stealthness, but what we lose in size will make up for in camo. There's loads of moss about here, and my aim is to completely cover it in moss, so it's going to be very hard to spot anyway. The purpose of this shelter is not, it's not if somebody's walking 1 foot past it, they're not going to see it. Of course they're going to see it. You need a very, very well concealed shelter for someone not to see it walking 1 foot past. What I want is if someone's walking, 10 meters past or whatever, that it's not going to catch their eye. One of the main things when trying to conceal a shelter, you want it to blend in with the surroundings, so you want to use the natural materials that is around. But as I said, most importantly is you want to break up the outline. You don't want any sharp edges, straight lines. Those are the things that catch your eye. Even if you have a very, very well good camouflage pattern, something moss, if you see a perfectly square box of moss, that is going to catch your eye and you're going to go, what the heck is that? So what you want to do is break it up as much as possible. Anyway, that's enough banging on about that. I thought I would have got more done today, but it is what it is. Hopefully it won't rain too much the next time, but yeah, I might try and get in here in the next couple of days or something, a bit sooner, and try and get a cover over this, because it's the only way it's going to dry out. So that's the stage now we're at. The bed's in. That was my intention. The minimum amount of work to get done for today was to get that bed on. Yeah, that's it. I have plenty of material here for constructing the roof. I think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. This is resembling something like a World War II trench or something. A real mess. Oh well. That's the way it goes. You gotta roll with the punches, as they say. Anyway, if you've watched this far, thanks for watching. If you've liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions or general views on this. Until the next one, bye, and see you soon.